Facebook tonyora Ndizi TV News Digital wega sensa media YouTube na boko tonyora Ndizi manyererio ni yakoro kwa Joshua uta ni riane Brighton Makoli. Ekina kerige kwa meriri omogochorwa kwa Dr. William Ruto gosokorariwa kwa Dr. William Ruto buno murai omochore wenze ya Kenya kulengana obochori bwa korekana tumwako oyo iga ikia soetu gosikiri twasekambero na omobwasi miura umoja wa Kenya bakura wana Raila Odinga mo na Martha Karua amo na abanda bwirete kinekyo nige kinekyo ya chakire gotegerero rero anenase umunurwe kanyumururo emayikante na pre-trial conference ayakorekana asikambere kanene asensameli ya mirimande turaranga kyamangana anyaraga korekana sensemeyo anekereke ekigambere kya chakotegerera amangana ayuna kubeka machiko haraji kutumeka asogotegerera ekina ekyo
for the pre-trial conference of the presidential election petition. The Honorable Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya shall preside over the session. Pre-trial conference number 1 is presidential election petition number E001 of 2022, John Njoroge Kamau versus Wafula Chebukati and others. Counsels, kindly introduce yourselves to court. You're welcome.
Madam Chief Justice, Honorable Madam Deputy Chief Justice. Thank you. Can I be heard? I'm sorry, I'm not used to such complicated things.
We can hear you, Counsel.
Madam Chief Justice, Madam Deputy Chief Justice, distinguished judges of the Supreme Court, my name is John Mohammed. I appear with Mrs. Wambugu for the petitioner in this matter. That's an EP election petition, presidential petition number 001 of 2022. Would you request the council? Would you want the other councils to introduce themselves, or I think it might be an easier way.
If you are able to introduce them.
Yes, I am.
That is the practice of the court, that the senior counsel introduces the others.
Madam Chief Justice, they are senior counsels even in their side, so I will do the best that I can. My learned friend Mr. Gumbo appears for the first respondent. My learned friend Mr. Kamau Karori appears for the fourth respondent. I'm not sure on who appears. There was Ms. Kithure Kindiki are on record for the second and the third respondents, because the interested parties were struck out with the ruling that was delivered this morning. So that is the position vis-a-vis this petition.
Milady and members of the court, my name is Githu Muigai, Senior Counsel. I appear for Mr. Wafula Chebukati, Chairman of IEBC. Mr. Eric Gumbo and Mr. Kamau Karori appear for IEBC.
Ekine kyo kigotegerera mona bachaji batano na babere bakorawa na Chief Justice Martha Koome nigobono banyarire bakubeka amajiko ayora ujigotumeka aseke ambere kyo anakere kine kyo kigotegerera rubena abu entukolya rekyari tukorero nigo bagoseti gosikobeka amajiko ari ujikobatiwa ne Chinsa ejiabali abaswali nabali bagukwereneria amaboli aseke ambere kutudure ngaki Chief Justice Martha Koome neranyaka okwana nekro babeka amajiko ajugotumekwa ase ekine kyo.
As a court, where we are requesting that parties and advocates will observe punctuality, the time that is indicated for us to start the proceedings, and the time allocated to them on the screen. We will also, this is an old practice, that we will continue to be respectful of the court, our personnel, and also to respect each other, adhering to the rules of this court. We also are obliged to state that we expect parties to conduct themselves with decorum to preserve the dignity of the court and the proceedings, while bearing in mind the provisions of Section 28 of the Supreme Court Act. We are also reminding ourselves that these are judicial proceedings being conducted in court, and therefore discussing the merits of the case by the parties or counsel outside the court is not permitted. We still have the power under Section 28 of the Supreme Court Act to cite such parties who are in violation of the provision of the law. We also like to remind you that courtesy must be observed at all the time. The court will not tolerate offensive language. We like to repeat about the time allocated due to the time constraints. Once a party has exhausted the allocated time, the microphone will be switched off. We also wish to state that if there is time that is unspent by the council, the time belongs to court, so we will not allow anybody to donate, but revert it to the court for the court to share it out, according to the court's generosity.
Voigo just mata kome na nyaraka ukwana bina kibigo chikotegerwa sensemeyo anekronyo ba Kenya mbairete binebyo ubikabe bingi osije petitioners njire jarenge asensemeyo anekero ate abuna nigo babekeraniri ebina binda mekyagera nigo byabwata maboli hayata kerigo kwanuru ons kodende niga eresiribna na kiekine kyo chikotegerwa ekerabekeraniri petition chindamo teture ngaki just mata koma nyaraka ukwana.
The court has considered the 7 petitions which emanate from the same presidential election which was held on the 9th of August 2022. So upon perusing and considering the issues raised in the following petitions, E001, E002, E003, E004, E005, E007, and E008 of 2022, and the respondents thereto, we find that all those petitions raise similar issues and seek similar orders. Therefore, we order that petitions numbers E001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8 of 2022 be and are hereby consolidated with petition number E005 of 2022, which is designated as the RIND presidential election petition for 2022.
Ayo kagendere kirikine kiwango jage gotegera rubene nigabara ibejidini meyense ya Kenya banyarwa kuburia ba Kenya koba batoere na kugendera kubeko marembe iri kuganya machibu kurwasika mbirekenene bagoni ko baburia ba Kenya gochugwanjerana ukona jukoranya rwo kubatukwa nekambero ekenene.
Take this time to thank all Kenyans for upholding peace and calm during this electoral period. It is a manifestation of democratic maturity that is commendable. Let us all continue with this trend, especially in view of the intensive legal discourses that will be happening this week at the Supreme Court. We call on all Kenyans to wait until the Supreme Court processes the petitions, keeping in mind the wisdom of Proverbs chapter 18:17. In a lawsuit, the first to speak seeks right until someone comes forward and cross-examines.
Magiga yaba gabana gotiani guben na goja kemirimo yabo bena sinsi tu ya Kenya bono mugabana we county Machakos wa finya ndeti ni gobona tebiruna ni gagoji okoro bonjurodi asensemo ya county yu ya Machakos anekra tebiruna ni gagoji kwena kipini birengo bya bajeni gukina bire asensemeyo yani ga yakwandaya maiga yogokora etaro ya mubasukana sinya gitari chensemeyo ilikoryo bokorari which county ya Machakos.
I'm very happy with the way I found the hospital clean. But it's clean but no medicine, isn't it? We have to look at the challenges that we have of medicine and we see what we are going to do. We have some machines, maybe just 1 or 2 machines that are not working, and we are going to ensure that the 2 machines work. But what is important is to have medicine in the hospitals, not only this level 5, but all the other hospitals, to ensure that our people are well taken care of. Yeah? The cancer center is there, it's operational, but what is also missing is medication. The biggest problem here is medication, the supply of medicine. So that is one thing that we are going to work on within the next 100 days to ensure that we have medicine in all our hospitals, and then from there we will have immediate, short and long-term plans for all our hospitals to make sure that
asensemo ya yemo gavana we county ya Kilifi Gideon Mungaro na ni gatebiruna ni aoji kwene kune county yingo kinire birengo byobotali semeyo na ka ukwana se county ya Kilifi ni gobana tebiruna na ni aoji kwene kuna obotali ngoiranira bore ase county eyo.
Sports tourism is one of our target areas as we embark on reviving tourism in this region. That's why among the things you have seen in my manifesto is to build the Kilifi International Sports Complex. This is part of the program to see if we can use sports to market tourism both nationally, regionally and internationally. As you know, Corona affected tourism into Kenya, Malindi, coast in general. Now we need to find ways and means of getting back to attracting again tourists. So this will go a long way. Start marketing the region, and I hope your team here will make sure they promote this event so that people can know that Malindi still exists.
Hekero tuendelea kumulekera bagavana ni gobono mugavana bwe county ya Kajiado Jose Borerengu neranyarira kurege tindigo kya saba korari bemiremo ase county yekera teruna bana montaru jo kore miremo na baraendeka irinda bandu baigwa mabaga yo kore miremo.
Wanaomba kazi, wako na makaratasi mazuri kuliko zako ama kuliko zetu sisi wale tuko ndani, alafu tusitoe huduma kwa mwananchi. Haitawezekana. We are going to give marching orders for any non-performer in Kajiado. It doesn't matter the level you are serving. It doesn't matter the level you are serving. You must give public services with honor and dignity and diligence. Kwa sababu kuna wengi wanataka kutoa hiyo huduma, na kama wewe huwezi kutoa utaondoka. Haiwezekani kwamba ajira kwa kila mtoto apelekwe weighbridge fulani, apelekwe kwa road block fulani ndio iko na malori mingi ya kuokota pesa ya mchanga, apelekwe mahali ya kwenda kuokota ushuru ndio ushuru mingi inatoka. We will automate our revenue collection system, machine isifanye hizo kazi.
Data zireto nero mobui wekero kebo chombe ya sebunge ya Kajeriba imeye county West Pokot magega yoko nyora chikura jirbe meronge bere na meronge 5 na isano na ibere na isato ekero abu ekero yekyo tikature gunena Kenya ka kwana magega yoko ralibo una nero mobui wekero yekyo.
katika eneo bunge hili la Kacheliba. Nataka kuhakikishia Wakacheliba wote kwamba mimi nitafanya yote ambayo nilisema nitayafanya. Kuanzia kesho asubuhi. Kesho asubuhi nilisema nitakuwa na kifuli kubwa ya kufunga ofisi ambayo umekwama Kapenguria. Ofisi ya CDF ya Kacheliba inafungwa kesho Kapenguria, inahamishwa kwenda Kacheliba kuanzia kesho. Mambo mengine yote ambayo nilisema nitayafanya, nitaanza kuyatekeleza kuanzia kesho kwa sababu hatuna muda. Ili miaka 5 zikisha tutakuwa tumefanya kitu ambacho tunafanya.
Hayo na rotwa kwa rene se jinse jiga konde jikora Chinsa ikomina ndo jikira na sema ngana mayiri to kata inambara byali babu birugo andekero kyoboga bana se county ya Kakamega amane county ya Mombasa iko toska goira na turege kora Chinsa ikomira nde to kwiro ka sema ngana maya nde to tumako kata inara to nde to sangiri me na isko ya usi ndo jiko kata binara ya ganda kora kana se kambero ya Supreme Court ya kare kina keri kiekomerdi obocholi go sama chibu yobocholi wikiro kanene akendete kwamerdi wa se kambero kanene toska yene rondi TV wansuma gusi oyolenga sense media murwanyere ni yakoro kwa Joshua uta oyolenga sense media studio kwene kuna mali ogine chibija go jera senjera ya bene John Kebati Nigeria ne Brighton Makoli.